So, this is another one of my extra routes, but we're going to do it a little bit different this time. Now, for those who don't know, sometimes we have to drive on dirt roads. Now, on the bright side about dirt roads, there's not a lot of traffic. But on the downside, there's all kinds of different kind of dangers with dirt roads. Some of it's wildlife. And you can see by the trees on both sides of the road, deer, moose, turkeys that can come out at any time and surprise you. And I'll be honest with you, a turkey in the windshield makes a big hole. Not to mention deers and moose. Anyway, there's that kind of danger, but it's a beautiful place to drive. Looks wonderful. Mind you, it's spring and roads are dry, so there's very little danger, at least from the road part of it. Thank you. We'll talk in a bit. All right. So we're going to talk on my extra routes about dirt roads. Now, I'm going to pick on Emmett Road. Now, you may not know where Emmett Road, and it really doesn't matter because this is kind of generalized. It can be specific as well, but I grew up around this area, so I know the dirt roads like the back of my hand, thank goodness. But not everybody is so fortunate. So I'm going to suggest that, if your route finishes on a dirt road, it's a good idea to have lefts and rights how to get back to base afterwards. Because, heaven forbid, somebody has to do your route, and then they finish on a dirt road somewhere, and they're looking around with no kids, and, okay, now that I'm empty, how do I get out? How do I get back to the city? That's just kind of funny, I think, but it's not funny if you're not used to where you're going. Anyway, here we go on dirt roads. Okay, so I'm at the top of Emmett and French Hill. And what I mean I'm at the top of the hill. And both these roads have a hill. So you actually have to make a stop here. And today it's not an issue at all because the roads are nice and dry. What the issue is, this is a dirt road and it's one of the last ones that gets salt or plowed in the wintertime. Just gonna go for a little walk down the hill here. And like I was mentioning, this is Emmett Hill. And it's a dirt road. And there's a slight curve into the fields. And in the wintertime, when it's either freezing rain or really bad snowstorm or a quick freeze, this hill has taken out a lot of buses. I was lucky. I got up. I was stuck once for 10 minutes, but I pulled myself up and through. But some other buses weren't so lucky. So we take a look. This is Emmett Hill, and this is about it's just enough of an incline that you slide. And well, we'll take a look at this truck going by. It's a nice gentle hill until it's full with ice. If we look in the distance, we're going to match this picture with the winter picture and see where we went wrong. When you're driving up this hill, I picture it like a bowling alley, and you want to go straight in and don't do a gutter ball either side. And they just have enough energy to get to the top because you have to do a stop. It's a little bit frightening. Okay, where is Emmett Road? If we're starting from base, Emmett Road's 11 minutes away, and basically where the dirt roads all start up, okay? Anytime you're, getting east of the city, near Cumberland, there's going to be a mix of asphalt and tar and dirt roads. Canaan Road is here, which is the division between Ottawa Carleton and Prescott Russell. Emmett is here. It's one of the last roads on the east side of the city. Now, let's show this here. Yeah, this is Emmett Road, and it's, you know, there are houses, of course, and there's some farms as well, but it's completely it's complete dirt, and there's a bit of a hill on both sides here, French Hill and Emmett Road. You get a crest of a hill here, and it's kind of a blind corner where you have to make a stop. Now, when the weather's fine, it's not an issue. But when the weather is not, you get this kind of situation. Now, the hill is just enough of an incline that if you lose traction, especially with ice, you can slide back. And there's also a bit of a grade to the side of the road where you start to slide and you're going to end up in the field. So, you know, I was fortunate. This is not me. Okay, but I was stuck on this road once for 10 minutes, just at the crest of the hill, trying to, you know, get up. So it's not fun, and you've got to really, you know, plan for this. You know, I've been lucky on this road, and I've been really lucky on this road, but not everybody has good luck or a lot of experience dealing with ice and snow. So just remember that, you know, it could happen to anyone. So just remember, be careful. And when it's ice or, you know, freezing rain, this is one of the last roads that gets salted or graded. So this is where it gets a little bit dicey. By the way, nobody was hurt. Everyone was all right, but it's damn scary. Okay. Thank you. Oh, there was one other thing I forgot to mention about Emmett. Because it's a country road and a dirt road, there's an awful lot of farmers' fields. And what happens is that the culverts actually melt away over time. And I was checking as I was driving up, they've replaced the culverts. But I've driven across culverts where there was no more structure left to them, so I ended up going across them diagonally, and I called it in to the city to repair them. They actually called and said thank you. But you've got to watch out for the culverts. Sometimes they melt away in the spring. And if I remember right, one bus actually fell into the culvert hole, and you had to get towed out, of course. So just another little fun thing about dirt roads. So you take care, you take it easy, watch out. See you later. So I hope you enjoyed that. So remember that just because it's a dirt road and there's not a lot of traffic doesn't mean there's not dangers. And yeah, try to remember, Give your lefts and rights how to get out of those places, because some people don't know the roads like I do. Or maybe you do. Thank you very much. Take care.